Hi, I'm Melissa Davis, and welcome to Hello Prime Life, where midlife isn't a crisis, it's your comeback. Can we please stop pretending work-life balance is a thing? I've never believed in work-life balance, not because I don't believe we should have a life outside of our careers, but because the idea that we're somehow supposed to divide our existence into neat, perfectly equal portions has always felt completely unrealistic to me. I don't want a perfectly balanced life. I want a life that works, a life that moves in rhythm with what actually matters. Because harmony isn't about keeping everything level. It's about knowing when something needs more of you and when something needs less. Midlife is full of competing demands and transitions. The idea that everything should remain perfectly balanced is frankly bonkers. And in today's episode, that's exactly what we're untangling. We're ditching the 50-50 myth, stopping the endless energy drain, and learning how to tune your life into actual harmony instead of just managing constant noise. The mythical version of work-life balance says work plus family plus health plus relationships plus fun plus self-care should be equal slices of the pie. But who decided that? And frankly, who has the time to maintain that pie chart? I don't know about you, but if I tried to balance my life with that much precision, I'd need a little lie down in a dark room just to recover. Think about an orchestra. Every instrument isn't playing at the exact same volume. They aren't all blasting constantly. Some carry the melody, some are supporting, some are silent for a while. Sometimes the whole orchestra swells, and sometimes it gets quiet. And when it works, it sounds right. That's harmony. Your life isn't supposed to be an orchestra where every single instrument is playing at full volume all day, every day. That isn't harmony. That's just noise. Balance implies, if I can just get all these plates roughly level, I'll finally have it sorted. But life doesn't work like that. Some weeks, work needs more of you. Some weeks, an aging parent or a struggling teenager needs more of you. Sometimes your health has to take absolute priority. Sometimes you're caught up in building something important, and that gets a larger slice. And sometimes you need to deliberately pull back. That's what rhythm actually looks like. Not a system breaking down. You're not balancing your life, you're tuning it. A life in harmony isn't one where everything gets equal time. It's one where the things that matter are getting the right amount of your energy, attention, and presence at the right time. Where does your energy go? Do you even know? You might spend 2 hours with someone you love and come away completely depleted. You could spend 2 hours doing something creative and come away buzzing. Or maybe you spend 30 minutes exercising and feel more energized than you did before. You might spend 3 hours doom scrolling and somehow feel like you've been hit by a bus. Think about two women who both work 40 hours a week. One finishes Friday afternoon thinking, that was a massive week. I'm tired, but I feel great. The other finishes Friday thinking, I cannot do another bloody week like that. They worked the exact same number of hours. So why is one energised and the other ready to crawl under a duvet until Monday? Because time isn't the problem. Energy is the currency. So what's your energy return right now? This isn't about squeezing more time out of your day. It's about becoming more intentional about where your energy goes. You don't need to fit more into your life. You need to get smarter about what gets your energy. And here's the thing high-performing women forget. Energy isn't just drained by what you're physically doing, it's drained by the invisible work too. We've talked before about the invisible mental load, the dentist appointments, the milk that's low, all of it. Here's the piece we haven't covered. Think of your daily energy in 3 simple buckets. The first is the energy givers, the things or people or habits that leave you feeling more alive. The second is the energy takers, the things that leave you utterly depleted. And the third, energy neutrals, the everyday stuff that simply needs doing. Here's the interesting bit. You don't need to eliminate every single energy taker. Some things are unavoidable. Work can be tiring, running a business can be tiring, parenting grown kids or caring for family can be exhausting. So instead of worrying about trying to eliminate them, you just need to stop pretending they cost you nothing. Because if you're spending all of your currency on things that drain you, then wondering why you've got nothing left for the things you love, Houston, we have a problem. We tend to evaluate our lives as though we're supposed to maintain the exact same levels of time and energy indefinitely. But nothing sits still that long. Your life has seasons, not rigid settings. There are building seasons, parenting seasons, caring seasons, career seasons, discovery seasons, recovery seasons, and transition seasons. Oh, and the occasional, holy crap, what am I doing with my life season? And what creates harmony in one season might create complete chaos in another. The question isn't, am I giving everything equal attention? It's, what season am I in? And what does this season actually require from me? Balance is dynamic, not static. Different seasons require different allocations. This is where the idea of counterbalancing comes in. Harmony isn't staying stuck in the middle all the time. Sometimes you have to lean into an extreme. A couple of months ago, I did some ropes work in a training session. Not a full ropes course, just enough to properly terrify me. The first time I was hanging on for grim death, feeling the rope wobble underneath my feet, and the only thought running through my head was, I can't let go. What if I fall? Here's the thing about a ropes course though. You can't get from one side to the other by locking both hands onto the rope you're already holding and refusing to move. At some point, you have to let go of the secure grip you've got and reach for the next one, mid-air, trusting the timing. My trainer eventually pushed me to change my grip and my positioning, and that's when it clicked. It wasn't about strength. It was about sequence. Grip and move, hands and feet working in rhythm, not white-knuckling any one point. That's counterbalancing. You can't stay locked onto every rope at once, gripping everything evenly, and expect to actually get anywhere. At some point, you lean your weight into the next thing, trust the movement, and keep going. The women who get stuck aren't the ones who lean into an extreme for a season. They're the ones so afraid of letting go of one rope that they never move at all. You launch a project, you navigate a family crisis, or you go all in on a deadline. That's going to throw other things out of balance, and that's completely fine, as long as it's for a defined season. The danger isn't going to the extreme. It's forgetting to counterbalance afterwards. It's making a sprint your permanent pace. The opposite of harmony isn't imbalance, it's overload. And that brings us to the missing ingredient in almost every high performer's life: margin. Dr. Richard Swenson defines margin as the space between our load and our limits. When you commit yourself to a 120% life, there's zero margin. So when life happens, one sick parent, one unexpected phone call, your teen needing a lift at 10 p.m, or just a crappy night's sleep, the whole damn system collapses. Not because you failed, but because there was no buffer. We've filled every available inch of our lives and then wonder why one unexpected thing sends the whole lot sideways. People convince themselves they'll eventually get caught up and create margin, but that never happens. The good news? Creating some space doesn't require rearranging your whole week. Sometimes it's as simple as one small, repeatable ritual. Give yourself a physical boundary ritual to protect that space. Change one physical thing the moment you're home. Shoes off, jacket off, drop your bag in your preferred spot. Whatever marks work you ending in your body. Better yet, say it out loud. Literally, to an empty hallway. Work's done. Consciously leave work you at the door, because home you doesn't need to be answering emails while trying to figure out what to make for dinner for the 4,000th night in a row. Harmony is about the whole life, not individual departments. We're constantly compartmentalising ourselves. Work me, mum me, partner me, friend me, healthy me, successful me. But you're one woman, and each domain affects the other. If work is constantly draining you, it affects your relationships. If your relationships are stressful, it affects your work. If you're neglecting your physical well-being, everything else becomes harder. If you're constantly productive, but never doing anything that actually lights you up, your life can look fantastic on paper and feel bloody awful. Harmony isn't about making every area of your life perfect. It's about making sure the areas work together rather than constantly competing with each other. So how do we practically bring this into our lives starting today? Don't worry, I won't ask you to colour in a wheel of life or tackle a giant checklist. I'd love you to conduct a quick harmony audit as your prime power move this week. Ask yourself these 4 simple questions. Number 1, where is my energy actually going? Not where you think it's going or where you wish it went, but where it's actually draining away. Number 2, what's getting too much of me? Work, other people's expectations, admin, constant availability, perfectionism, things that don't actually matter. Number 3, what isn't getting enough of me? Your health, relationships, quiet, creativity, fun, or sleep. And number 4, what would create more harmony right now? Not forever, just right now. Stop asking how you can squeeze more into your day. Start asking, how can I arrange my life so that more of my energy goes towards the things that actually make me feel alive? Instead of fixating on balancing your life, because that's what you think you should be doing, stop spending 120% of yourself trying to live it. If you're not sure where you're actually sitting right now, thriving, just about managing, or full-blown surviving, take my free Thriving, Striving or Surviving quiz. It'll show you exactly where you stand and what to focus on next. The link's in the show notes. You don't need every instrument playing at full volume to call it a good life. Your prime life is calling. Tune in, find your rhythm, and trust it. Next week, once you know where your energy needs to go, the next question is, what would your week look like if you actually designed it around that? We're talking about designing your week for energy, not exhaustion. So hit follow, and I'll see you in episode 12.